The next disease under the Mendelian disorder is thalassemia. Okay, so thalassemia is autosomal recessive disease. Okay, so what is the cause of this disease? The mutation or deletion which ultimately result in the reduced rate of synthesis of one of the globin gene, whether that is alpha and beta chains that make up the hemoglobin. So what happens in this disease? In the thalassemia, we know that the hemoglobin chain, the hemoglobin is made up of two chains, alpha chains and beta chains. So what happens is the mutations and deletions occurs, and it result the reduced rate of synthesis of hemoglobin chains, whether the alpha chain or the beta chain. So if there is a reduction in the synthesis of the hemoglobin chains, then there is a abnormal hemoglobin molecule resulting to anemia. So when there is a reduction in the hemoglobin synthesis of the hemoglobin chains, there is an abnormality in the hemoglobin molecule. That patient is anemic. That leads to anemia. Okay, so this is important. So the thalassemia is of two types: alpha thalassemia, beta thalassemia. If the alpha globin chain is affected, then it is the alpha thalassemia. Okay, the production of alpha globin chain is affected. So under the alpha thalassemia, it is controlled by two closely linked genes. This is important, okay? HbA1 and HbA2, which is present on the chromosome 16. So alpha thalassemia is controlled by two closely linked genes, HbA1, HbA2, which are present on the chromosome 16. Okay. So due to the mutation or deletion of one or more than 4 genes of this, then it causes the thalassemia, alpha thalassemia. Okay, this is important. What is the difference between the alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia? The beta thalassemia, the beta chain is affected. Alpha thalassemia, alpha chain is affected. In alpha thalassemia, it is controlled by two closely linked genes, HbA1, HbA2, which are present on chromosome 16. But beta thalassemia is controlled by only single gene, that is HbB, which are present on chromosome 11. Okay, so in alpha thalassemia, this is mutation or deletion due to one or more of the 4 genes. So because it is controlled by 2 genes of each parent. Okay, so if one gene is affected, then it causes alpha thalassemia. If one of the 4 or more of the 4 genes, that is 2 genes, both the genes of one parent and both the genes of second parent, so all are affected, then alpha thalassemia there. But in beta thalassemia, mutation of one or both the genes occurs because it is controlled by only single gene. Okay, so this is the thalassemia disease. Next is the phenylketonuria, which is also called the PKU. Okay, phenylketonuria. So it is the autosomal recessive disease. Okay, so what happens is in the phenylketonuria, PKU, what happens is the PK, in the normal condition, the phenylalanine is converted to the tyrosine by the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase, PAH, phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. But in the phenylketonuria disease, what happens is this enzyme is lacking. Okay, so when this enzyme is not there, then the phenylalanine is not converted into the tyrosine. Okay, so there is a deficiency of the PAH in the patient, then the phenylalanine is not converted into the tyrosine, but it converted into the phenylpyruvate or phenylpyruvic acid or its derivatives. By accumulation of their derivatives of the phenylalanine in the body, it causes the multiple diseases or defects in the patient. Okay, so what happens is when the patient lack the PAH, that is this enzyme is important, PAH, that is phenylalanine hydroxylase. Okay, PAH enzyme is lacking, that convert phenylalanine to tyrosine, but If PAH is lacking, the phenylalanine is accumulated and converted to phenylpyruvic acid and its derivatives. By accumulation of these derivatives in the brain, that causes the mental retardation. Okay, this is important. Okay, and also sometimes what happens is, if these accumulations are excreted from the through the urine, because of the poor absorption by the kidney. Okay, so these accumulations are excreted through the urine of the patient. Why? Because these accumulations, because the poor absorption of the by the kidney. Okay, so this is phenylketonuria. The patient is mentally retarded. Okay, so because in the brain accumulation of these phenylpyruvic acids and its derivatives occurs. Okay, so next last disease under Mendelian disorder is cystic fibrosis. So what happens in the cystic fibrosis? There is an alteration in the cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulation gene, that is CFTR gene is defected, which is present on chromosome 7, okay, for the CFTR protein. So what happens is cystic fibrosis is, what happens is, due to the alteration or in the cystic CFTR gene, which is present on chromosome 7 for CFTR protein, its main function is as it helps in ion transport channels. It helps in ion transport channels in and outside the cell. Okay, so it helps in ion transport. So what happens is, this gene is affected. By affecting this gene, it causes that it mainly it helps in the CFTR gene is also helps in the secretion of sweat, okay, mucus, tears, saliva, digestive juices, etc. So this CFTR gene is responsible for the secretion of sweat, mucus, tears, saliva, or multiple juices in our body. So when this CFTR gene is affected by the alteration or mutation, okay, so what happens is, this mucus produces is usually thick and sticky in nature, that affects the lungs and digestive system. Okay, so if this CFTR gene is affected, then this mucus is converted into thick and sticky nature, which affect the respiratory system and the digestive system. Okay, so this cystic fibrosis is an autosomal disease. So what happens is, understand it carefully. In the cystic fibrosis, these are the lungs, that is the respiratory system, and this is all the digestive system. So what happens if CFTR gene is affected? So there is a mucus, this greenish part, this mucus is thickened in the blood and forms the bacterial infection inside it, so that it block the air that passes into the respiratory system. Okay, so there is a respiratory diseases occurs, and if this thickened is this thickening, or this mucus is thick or stick, and it transfer into the digestive system, it also affect the digestive system. Okay, so this is the cystic fibrosis. This is the autosomal recessive disease, and which gene is affected? CFTR gene. What is the full form CFTR? That is the cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance. Why CFTR is important? Because it helps in the secretion of sweats, mucus, tears, saliva, digestive juices inside our body. When this gene is affected, then automatically our respiratory system and digestive system is affected. So this is all about today's lecture. I hope this lecture is clear to you all. Okay, so in this lecture we have discussed all the Mendelian disorders step by step. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss the chromosomal disorders. Okay, so if you like this lecture, like, share and subscribe my channel, that is the Prep Biology. Keep studying, keep learning. Thank you so much.